In this video, we are going to learn how to make a computer speed test. Here you can see the link and I'll leave it in the description. Going to our slides, we see speed of computers, testing computers. The background that you see here is a snapshot that I taken during one of the simulations. And it's at the end since you see length 100. The simulation lasts only 100 seconds. For today's agenda, we are going to do the project overview, the simulation code, results, and the conclusion. Project overview. Our objective is to find the speed of computers. We have some assumptions. For example, the average of 100 trials represents the speed of the computer, and the computer computes different blocks at the same speed. This means that the time taken to show a sprite and the time taken to change a variable by 1 is the same, though I'm not so sure. And the variable is the average of the 100 tests, which is over here. We are going to use this Scratch programming language. And now let's go to part 1 of our code. We have some variables to create. For example, 0.2 to 0.24, 0.24 to 0.28, not 0.28 to 0.32, 0.32 to 0.36, 0.36 to 0.4, average, iteration number, and test. All of them are global variables. That means that all of them are for all sprites. You might wonder what these numbers represent. This number represents the range where the test falls in. And we have a list to create which is called test. It's a global list, which means that it's for all sprites. And now let's check out code. When the green flag is clicked, set 0.2 to 0.24 to 0, set 0.24 to 0.28 to 0, and same for the rest 3 variables. And we have to delete all tests. Repeat 100 times, set test to 0, reset timer, and repeat until timer is greater than 0.999. That means that timer is equal to 1 or greater than 1. Change test by 1. Change 0.2 to 0.24 by test is smaller than 240,001. Change 0.24 to 0.28 by test is greater than 240,000 and test is smaller than 280,001. And last but not least, change 0.28 to 0.32 by test is greater than 280,000 and test is smaller than 320,001, which you should check these numbers in case I said them wrongly. And change 0.32 to 0.36 by test is greater than 320,000 and test is smaller than 360,001. Change 0.36 to 0.4 by test is greater than 360,000. Add this variable test to this test, the list, and find the average. If I find average, alright, you should click the link in the description because I've got a video about it. And results. There's a link to the results which we'll click. Here it is. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So this is the test in terms of millions, and this is the frequency. So you can see this small blue bar is 0.2 million to 0.24 million, which only occurs once. The red bar is 0.24 million to 0.28 million and occurs 5 times. The yellow bar is 0.28 to 0.32, which occurs 27 times. And it's pretty much a quarter, slightly more than a quarter, of course. And this green bar, 0.32 to 0.36, is 67 times or 67%. This is the results when I turned off turbo mode. Now these are the results when I turned on turbo mode. Test in millions frequency. 0.2 to 0.24 is the same one. And 0.24 to 0.28 has dropped down to 3 times. 0.28 to 0.32 has also dropped down to only 7 times. 0.32 to 0.36 is now only 52 times. And notice that 0.36 to 0.4 has risen up to 37 times. And in this graph, it's 0 times. Now it's 37 times. This is the average 322065.62 for without turbo mode and 347038.35 for with turbo mode. Alright, so now let's go to the conclusion. Computers are very fast. For example, as we can see, this average over here is 347,038.35. If you find 1 divided by that, you'll surely get a very small number. And turbo mode usually speeds up a computer because although there are some cases where turbo mode is very low like this 2625559, turbo mode is still usually faster as we can see from the average. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe. And if you have some feedback, you can leave it in the comment section. That's the end of this video.